Page 10, the glowworm. This is one of my favorite melodies when I was a little kid learning to play the piano. I really enjoyed this piece. Not this arrangement, it was a different arrangement, but this is a nice arrangement. One flat again, we're in the key of F major. Make sure you can do the F major scale and the D minor scale, because it also has one flat. As far as connecting the notes, you can't, but you do the best you can. When you first started, we'll do the staccatos later. It's just here, watch this fingering, 4. Here is here to here. Both hands are moving, both fingers are moving. And then up here, isn't that fine? Now, again, it moved. That's an E and an F. It's just an echo and up octave above. So forth. Just do the best you can. They're fingering, and I can offer other fingers. There's no point. Their fingering is fine. Page 11. Now the triplets. 1, 2, 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Good luck. Obviously, I don't really count it. This goes too fast. You feel the 3, the triplet in each beat. So just make sure, go slow. Make sure you have these notes. 3. Because that's different. And then on the next measure, I recommend a 4, 2, 1. They don't tell you on the others because you might want to do this. I don't recommend it. Do 4, 2. Generally, on the bottom 2 notes, you're going to use a 2, 1 most all the time. So in the second measure, it's, and I recommend third finger then for the third. This way, you're ready to go on up. So they've got, it's fine. You can do that. So it's here. Follow their fingering is fine, but watch out on the notes because this bottom, I'm using 2, 1 on everything. 4th line down, you're here. This is similar to what you had up above. We'll go to the 3rd line last measure. You hit. Remember that one? And again, 3rd finger for the 3rd beat. It's the same as the 1st line, 2nd measure. Last line. If you have small hands, you can get away with this. If not, you got to use 2nd finger on that. Which is fine. Left hand, broken chords. 1st line, last measure, it's an A, a C, and an F. It's a. Don't forget the B flats. Put the hands together here. Don't mess up the beat to move the hand. Go down to the bottom, last line on page 10. The last 2 measures, you're here. That's an E there. And that 8th notes are by themselves. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Those are not triplets. Those are 8th notes. So the last measure on page 10, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's 1. Now it's triplets. And it's the same speed as what you were going. Don't change speeds here. So that's pretty straightforward. You just got to work out the notes. Go back 1 hand at a time again if you have to. Then we can add these staccatos and slurs. You have accent. That's the right hand, not the left. So just a little extra. There's no accents here. There's accents here. Good luck. Now, second line, second measure. Connect these. I'm going to continue to do staccato on the left hand. You see in the first line, third measure, under it, it says LH staccato under the staff. That left hand staccato, just throughout, just left hand, regardless of what the right hand is doing, I'm going to play the left hand staccato. So even though I'm connecting, and I'm connecting this note, I can't connect that note. And just take it, you got to learn to do this, so just do it. So it's here, this is the second line, second measure. Staccato, and then connect this, lift up here, and then connect that. And then lift up and connect that. Learn to do that. It's hard to do it first, but it's important you be able to do it. In the left hand, you staccato. Good luck. Like so. So put in the accents and the staccatos. Don't go that fast. Just go. On page 11, you just connect all this pretty much in the right hand, but the left hand is still staccato. Then at the bottom of page 10, the last couple of measures, here, the left hand, you can start to play the left hand more like the right. You don't have to play it connect or staccato here. And this is all connected. And then the left hand goes back to staccato at page 11. So forth through the whole thing till you get to the bottom of page 11. The second measure, again, now play the left hand like the right. That is, they're not staccato anymore. Hold, and then accent, and not staccato, a full beat. Here. Yeah. So really on the left hand, the staccatos are really more for the broken chords. Yeah. I suggest you keep this really slow. But then once you have a handle on these staccatos and all going on, then try this dynamics, and that's for the right hand. You keep the left hand in the background. This soft, the accented notes then would be medium soft, moderately soft. So all the way through, and you got little swells here, like in the second line. Land on that. You go up to medium soft and back down. And the last line, you're going to crescendo up. They don't tell you how much. You're starting at soft. Right there. That's your target. That's where you're after. And I suggest not more than maybe a medium loud here if you want to. You're staying there. And then all of a sudden come back down to soft so you can go back up to medium loud. That's soft. So it's medium loud and then soft. Soft. Now, medium loud in the right hand. All through that. In the second line, you got a swell, you're going up to loud. The last line, you're going to go up to loud, start at medium loud. There. I think that's where the loud goes, right there on that. And then stay loud for the rest of it. The last notes with accents makes them very loud. You have to feel these dynamics. So get into the music and then you start feeling these dynamics. You feel these swells going up and back down. Just remember to keep the left hand out of the way. Now speed-wise, moderately fast. It's not real. How fast can you take the hardest part? And that's how fast you can take the piece. On these, that's it. That's how fast you go. It's important to keep a nice steady beat on this throughout. Don't mess it up, except for when you slow down and there's a hold and all that stuff. Then you can mess it up and slow down and there's a hold and all that stuff. But otherwise, keep a steady beat. There's no pedal on this, of course, because we need the staccatos. And we don't want to slur up the triplets. We don't want to pedal those. Please don't pedal those. We want to hear the staccato. And it's got to be fairly clean anyway. If you were going to pedal anything, it would be these chords like at the bottom of page 10 and 11 here. You can pedal those, overlapping them, and there, and then at the end, there. And pedal with the chords. At the end, you could do that if you wanted. I'm not going to in this video, but you could. As far as interpretation goes, you got to get in and start feeling the music, and this bounces along. It's just a happy piece. And on these retardandos at the bottom of pages 10 and 11 here, that's how much you slow down and how long you hold is up to you. What do you feel like? And then the odd tempo at the bottom of page 10, there's a couple ways of doing it. You can just take off again. See, the odd tempo isn't until the right hand. It's hard to tell. It's like you're speeding up. That's a nice effect. Try that. That is one way of doing an odd tempo. After you slow down, you can gradually speed up. Do it fairly quickly. Don't take your time speeding up. So forth. That could be it too. Now on these triplets, I'm simply shifting weight. I'm not holding the hand still and trying to use the fingers. I'm just shifting weight from finger to finger. The wrist is loose and it's kind of going in a circle or wherever it's doing. I don't control the wrist. It just does. I'm just shifting weight from from finger to finger and letting it do it. Putting a little more weight on the first beat of each triplet, so that's melody. That's what we want to hear. And over time, you can speed that up. That takes time. You go slow. Is that not slow enough? That's just a... I'm actually putting a little accent on the first of each triplet because that's the melody. We want to hear it. It's nice to practice it. You don't have to, but it's nice to feel it. See, when you subdivide a beat, then the beat itself gets a bit of a natural accent. So that's all it is. I can add swells in there. I can do whatever. Experiment. Try different things with the dynamics and see what you think.